Bank tellers of Reddit, what is your plan if someone sends bees through the tube? Home Depot used to have a tube system. One day the garden center caught a yellow jacket in the tube. Everyone was freaking out, and sending the tube back and forth, until a brave soul, head cashier, managed to cram a bag with a roll of dimes into the tube while the yellow jacket was stunned on the bottom. It was just enough to remove the threat and save the day. Because the yellow jacket accepted the $5 and flew off with it? Okay, but why the fuck did Home Depot have a tube system? It would allow me shout not the bees. I'd expect the robber would be so thoroughly amused by the Nicolas Cage reference that he would shake my hand, have a good laugh and hand himself into the police. You know, everyone is assuming that the release of the bees was in conjunction with a robbery, but just as I have read it, there's no words about robbing the bank. We are strictly releasing these for enjoyment. That makes it better. It's not like you have to worry about robbing the bank. Pushes back bees out the tube. Wrong currency, mate, not a bank teller. Was a bank teller. This is accurate. The exchange rate is 5 bees for a quarter. As long as you're wearing an onion on your belt, which was the style at the time. Open a business account. A bee's knees account? 20 funny is off to a good start. Okay, first of all I want to know how someone got bees into the tube in the first place. I feel like this question raises many other questions. You go ahead of time and steal the carriage thingy. Put some honey in there and wait for bees. Easy peasy. First you get the bees, then you get the money, then you get the power. I was a teller forever ago, but I just wouldn't have opened the goddamn canister. Release bees directly into tube, insert empty canister beneath bee cloud, push send button. Profit. Which begs another question. What's the oddest thing ever sent in the canister? I'm not a bank teller, but I would grab the lollipops we have out to give away to kids, and use them to win the bees over. I would tell them there are plenty more lollipops if they come back and bring friends. I would then hide my new army of bees in an ATM and wait for you to return, op. I bet if you changed one of the menu options on an ATM to bees it'd be less than half an hour before someone pressed it out of curiosity. Best answer. Not all beekeepers do this, but I actually remove feral bees from people's houses and rehive them in my apiary. I have a lot of bees. If I didn't respect them as much as I do, I could totally spare a few dozen workers to send up a bank teller tube. The queen could replace them in a few hours. So yeah, this scenario is actually technically plausible. Not sure why I'd do it, though. Are you saying you aren't curious? Not sure why I'd do it, though. Overdraft fees. If they went in a pod, it'd be pretty impressive if they got from one entrance to another in a vacuum tube system without being smooshed by a tube. I'd probably be more impressed than annoyed. If they were in a pod, the whole buzzing and seeing things move around in the pod would be a signal not to open it. Not worked in a bank, but did work in a supermarket with a vacuum tube system from the tills to the accounting room. 2 bees in a pod. Fun fact, you can vacuum bees quite safely with a modified shop vac. It's very commonly used in removing hives from buildings and other places they really shouldn't be. Make them watch the bee movie. There's no need to be like that, honey. Mind your own beeswax. Shut your honey hole. I'm honestly more worried about why someone would have bees in their car to begin with, really. To put in the bank teller's tube. My grandmother is messy and loves candy. There are often bees in her car, not intentionally but still bees. My childhood was fraught with peril and sticky seats. Start playing Honey Honey on full blast. I hate the song personally, but it'd be a hilarious joke. Pour some sugar on me. /suspiciously specific, raised eyebrow. He's planning for all possible scenarios. It was posted a few days ago. Beads? Bees. Yes, beads. His hairy stinking beads. I honestly don't understand anything in this thread. What the fuck kind of banks do y'all have? Tubes? Canisters? Cars? Can't tell if this is in the 19th or the 22nd century. I cannot understand what is being discussed, Canadian if that matters. Right? My buddy was a teller for a while. But it's a counter that you walk up to and speak with the person. Hell, even in Cuba that's how it's done. What kind of joke am I missing? What is this tube you speak of? Is it specific to American banks? Never heard of this in Canada. Finally, someone else who doesn't know what the hell people are talking about. I'm imagining some series of tubes like in Futurama that bank tellers use to send money to people. When I get money from a bank they pass it through a window or a little revolving hatch. I would like to know the context of this question too. Honey, I'd be buzzing with stinging rage. This comment is a pollen. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.